Yes. Yes, well, I see your point. Eileen has got to understand your situation.
There's no blasted ham left, as usual.
Yeah.
Do you know what this is? A mustard sandwich.
No, but I mean... No, Digby, you mustn't get depressed.
That's not him again.
No, it's Gerard Depardieu. He's just phoning from Paris. Some barber's messed his hair up and he wants to know what I think he'd look like wearing a bun. I'm sorry, go on.
Every night this week he's phoned you up, wittering on about his marital problems.
He's not wittering on about his problems. No. Well, no, it can't be that bad, surely.
Moan.
Well, I understand that, but surely...
Whinge.
Jonathan, I am trying to help a good friend to save his marriage.
And I would like to watch an episode of Star Trek that they haven't shown for 25 years.
In that case, another 10 minutes won't make any difference, will it? Now, will you please shut up?
Oh, I don't want to shut up. I'll shut up.
Thank you. I'm sorry, go on.
Do you know there's no ham left?
I don't give a damn about ham! Maybe it's Save a Pig Week at the Co-op.
You two having a row?
Yeah.
That's me. I've been told to shut up.
I'm sorry, Digby.
That's
what were you
not him
saying?
again.
Yes, it is him again. He's just phoning to see how we're all managing during the ham shortage, and I was explaining to him my plan to smoke one of your buttocks over a hickory fire and to slice off small strips whenever I get peckish.
Just because Digby's got problems, there's no need to take it out on your son.
Well, there's no point taking it out on you. By the look of that bathrobe, you've already been mauled by a Bengal tiger. No, whatever you do, you must never lose your temper.
Does anyone mind if I watch Star Trek?
You touch that TV and you will boldly get this when no man has ever had one before.
Most extraordinary thing happened to me yesterday. You know I've been after a fibre optic light source for some time.
Yes.
So long, in fact, that when I first asked for one, they were actually powered by a steam engine.
George, this is the National Health Service. One can't expect instant delivery. Well, Stanley Peters finally got his image intensified. They had to drop it off at the cemetery. You also have to remember that Sheila Sabatini now holds the purse strings, with a grip that would have done justice to the Boston Strangler.
But that's the point, old boy. Sheila Sabatini says I could have my light source.
Said you could have it.
No argument whatsoever.
You're quite sure it wasn't a turn of phrase?
How do you mean?
Well, she's told a good many surgeons they could have things usually rammed down their gullet.
No, I can definitely have it. And I consider she's doing a splendid job as director of surgery.
Yes. Apparently that new walk-in clinic has been a tremendous success.
Really?
Yes, streams of people pouring in, having warts hacked off, boils lanced. Open crack of dawn and then again late at night for optimum accessibility.
So I've heard. Any idea who's running it?
Not at all, no.
Sister, I am very busy.
Yes, I know. I just wanted to mention something about Giles P.
Yes, I think he's looking very tired these days.
Oh, so you have noticed?
Yes, there's still a smudge of blood on that door where he walked into it. There is also a large dent in Dr. Gordon's Toyota where Giles heroically failed to cycle round it last night.
Well, the problem is I think he's being overworked.
So do I. Oh. But after 7 months without a girlfriend, I think he's loath to give this one up.
It's nothing to do with his girlfriend.
Cheryl, look. There's an article about all this in the British Medical Journal.
Where'd you get this?
Mr. Copeland buys it to hide his dandy inside.
Well, who do we show it to?
Dr. Haslam, Joyce.
I'm not sure Joyce is in a very good mood at the moment.
Why?
Every night. Every damn night he phones up. Just because he works with her at the Wycliffe, I can hear him wittering about this, whinging about that, droning on and on. You wouldn't believe someone could drone that much.
No, you wouldn't.
I mean, the man's a highly respected physician, highly paid. Why can't he cheer up, for God's sake? Do you know how boring it is listening to someone banging on and on about their problems?
Yes.
Anyway, thank God we're not all like that, that's what I say. Hello.
There it is. Read that.
What?
Read it.
Cheryl, it's 8:45 in the morning. I need 4 cups of coffee and a jab with a cattle prod before I can see me desk. What is it?
An article in the British Medical Journal that says junior surgeons are only supposed to work 83 hours a week.
Well, that's daft for a start. If they want me to know things like that, they'll have to put them in Woman's Own.
Everyone knows already. They just ignore it. Do you know how many hours Giles has done this week?
No, because every time I see him, he's slumped over something. Anyway, I don't talk to Giles. He makes me angry.
Angry?
I don't know why. There's just some people you talk to where you get this urge to start slapping them round the face.
Well, anyway, since they opened this new walk-in clinic, Giles has usually done 83 hours by Wednesday afternoon.
I can't help that. These guidelines are totally unworkable.
Why?
Because the National Health Service has always been run on the basis that junior doctors work a 900-hour week. And if they take time off for a nervous breakdown, they have to make it up when they stop dribbling. You don't seem to realise how much work there is to be done.
Why can't the consultants do more?
Because half of them are already doing as much as a 45-minute day, and the other half need a map to find the hospital. Look, I'm sorry. I know it's hard work, but I'm sure Giles will be perfectly all right.
Oh, Joyce. Oh, no, Joyce, I've got to talk to someone.
Well, does it have to be me? I'm sorry. I just think it might be dangerous.
Dangerous?
Well, it's difficult to explain, but every time I talk to you, it seems to have this effect on me, and I get this terrible urge. Oh, no, not like that.
I just want someone to have a word with Mrs. Sabatini.
Yes, all right.
About all the hours I'm working.
Yes, I know you're working very hard.
I tried talking to her myself once, but I think I fell asleep halfway through.
Look, Giles, I'm really busy.
I just can't go on like this. I mean, it was bad enough when I was doing my normal day's work, but now I'm running the walk-in clinic.
I think you should stop talking.
No one seems to realise I'm doing 2 jobs at once.
Be quiet.
I can't even remember the last time I went to bed.
Giles, shut
And now
up.
I've been told to come in here and do a hernia because Mrs. Sabatini's in Theatre 1 doing some complicated... Oh!
There you are, you see. I knew that would happen. Why don't you listen to people?
5 times this week he's phoned up. Moan, moan, moan. Why does she put up with it? Pardon? Digby, why does she bother listening?
To what?
Giles, you want sugar in this?
5, please.
That's the spirit. Hot, sweet tea, that's what you need. Or a large syringe of adrenaline and a quick dip in the North Sea.
No wonder he's got marital problems. I bet his wife
Oh,
gets
for
up at-
pity's sake, Jonathan. If you want to know why Sheila is so interested in that man, you'll have to ask her.
Yeah, all right, I will. Michael, have you seen Sheila anywhere?
She's on the phone.
Calm down.
Oh, for Pete's sake!
What's going on?
What, you don't know?
No.
Oh, God, it's so boring. Every night he phones up,
Doesn't matter.
droning on.
What do I have to do to make that woman trust me? Since I married Eileen, I've never looked at anyone else. You know that.
Digby, you look at every woman that passes by. It doesn't matter if she's 30,000 feet up in an Airbus.
But I don't look because I want something. I don't stand there with bedroom eyes and my tongue dangling out of my mouth.
Not on purpose, no.
What do you mean?
Well, your problem is you were born with bedroom eyes.
So what exactly am I supposed to do?
Well, you could try being a bit more ugly.
Anything else?
Yes, try and do something about your voice.
My voice?
It's the oral equivalent of being stroked with goose feathers.
I'm sure it doesn't have that effect on you.
Well, no, but then I'm different. I'm used to hearing it.
Sheila, I can't suddenly change into a totally different person. And where's the point? Are you telling me that Eileen would be happier if I were a Cyclops with a voice like Joe Cocker?
No.
Then tell me what she wants.
Well, I don't know. I've never met your wife. It could be anything from more respect to a pet armadillo. Surely what you have to do is ask her, not me.
Excuse me,
Oh, I'm sorry, Digby. Hold on. Yeah?
one of our patients has come in for a vasectomy, and he'd like to know if we can manage it before he has another 6 kids.
Digby, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Jonathan, you are really getting on my nerves these days.
Yes, all right.
Travis? I'm not stupid.
No, no.
You don't like Digby because he's suave, a perfect gentleman, and very sexy.
Yes, I expect you're right. I expect that's it.
And that is why you are behaving like a jealous 16-year-old.
Sheila, there are people listening.
No, not really. I'm far too busy with all this.
How are we doing for halothane? Everything all right?
Knife, please.
Just answer me this. If he looked like Boris Yeltsin, would you be quite so keen to listen to his problems all day?
Yes, well, let's not go into that now, shall we? Swab?
And when did you suddenly decide he was sexy?
I'm sure I didn't say that. Jonathan, do you mind if we postpone this conversation?
You did say it. You said it very clearly.
I think you did.
All right, then, I did say it. As a matter of fact, Digby Gillingham is one of the sexiest men I've ever met in my life.
Oh, he's not sexy.
Oh, he is. I think he's gorgeous.
He looks like an old yuppie.
He's got these incredible, dark, dreamy eyes that say, "Come with me to my Casbah." Unless, of course, I'm thinking of some other Digby Gillingham.
Look, whether I said it or not, it doesn't matter. All I'm trying to do is help a good friend through a bad patch in his life.
That's what you say.
Yes, that's what I say, and if you don't like it, tough.
He's gorgeous.
Rubbish!
Sorry, Dan, I forgot my keys.
Where have you been?
Well, you know, I just fancied a stroll down the pub, cheer myself up.
Well, you might have asked me. Look, why don't we both go? I'll get my jacket.
Are you nuts? This isn't sweat, you know, from the walk back. It's chucking it down.
Well, we'll take the car.
No, I don't drink and drive.
All right, I'll call a
Danny,
taxi.
I'm not going back down the pub. All I want now is a large towel and a stiff hot toddy.
I think you ought to do is this. You think about it for a few days, and then if you still feel the same...
Right! That is it! Sheila, I am up to here with Digby Gillingham. Every time I see you, every time I walk past, every time I open a blasted door, you're on the blasted phone to that flashy, smooth-talking...
Mother, can I call you back? No, it's nothing serious. The cat's just dragged something in.
All right. So I got it wrong this time.
Well, no,
No,
not quite.
No, don't interrupt. I want to say this.
No, I'd rather say something first.
Now, look. I know you two work together, and it's only natural he should call you up now and again. But he's on that damn thing once more this week.
I'm sure it won't be.
Good.
No, I didn't need it, thanks, Daniel. I brought my own shower gel. Jonathan! Listen, I hope I'm not putting you out. I explained to Sheila I'll only be stopping for a few days.
Digby, what a beautiful bathrobe.
Are you coming? Where? Down the pub.
He's really not as boring as I thought he would be.
Well, depends what you mean by boring, really. I think he's boring.
I never understand a word you say when you talk like that. Mum always does.
No, she don't. She just assumes it's something I wouldn't dare say if she could understand. And she's normally dead right.
Jonathan, don't you think it's extremely bad manners not to eat your breakfast in the same room as Digby?
As far as I'm concerned, Digby can take a running jump.
Don't think I didn't understand that.
Even I understood that.
I am having my breakfast in here because I feel more comfortable having my breakfast in here.
As far as I can see, you would be more comfortable eating it on a Big Dipper.
What is he doing in this house,
And
anyway?
it is rude to point with a sausage.
Well?
He is here because I told him to ask his wife what it was she really wanted, and as bad luck would have it, she really wants a trial separation.
Well, why can't I stay in a hotel? That guy must be loaded.
It's lonely in an hotel.
Well, right now, I bet it's quite lonely in our kitchen.
Yes, why don't you go and talk to... Digby.
Sheila, I've got to be off. I've got a clinic at 9 o'clock.
Yes, of course. Oh, before you go, there is one thing. Is the spare room all right? Only it used to be Daniel's, and there may be some bits that Rent-A-Kill missed.
It's a beautiful room. That's not the problem.
Problem?
Well, would you be offended if I stay in a hotel from now on?
Yes, I would. Well, you can't stay in some drafty, damp dump of an hotel.
The Hilton?
Oh, yes. But what's wrong with it here? I mean, I know we haven't got a gymnasium and a sauna, but you could do pull-ups on the shower rail with the hot taps on.
It was a bad idea.
It was my idea.
Oh, it was a quite brilliant idea that didn't work. Anyway, I've packed my bag.
Jonathan?
What?
Say something.
What?
Digby, I'm just speaking to Jonathan, and he says you mustn't dream of staying in an hotel. Plus, he also said that although the Hilton is wonderful, it's miles from the Whitcliffe, and you'd have to get up for work before everyone else has gone to bed. Plus, he also
Jonathan said all that just now.
Well, he didn't use quite that many words.
Sheila, I stay in hotels all the time. I'll be fine.
You will let me know if there are any problems.
Of course.
Am I just in big trouble now, or absolutely horrendous trouble? I thought so.
No, that's daft. You've done without these things perfectly well for weeks. The pounds have dropped off. You look stunning. Think how difficult it was. All that self-denial day after day. You've worked very hard to get this far. So hard, in fact, you deserve a treat. Which is fine, because now you've disciplined yourself to just nibble small quantities. There's no need to feel guilty.
Uncle Roman,
Yes?
have you seen this?
What?
An advertisement, that's what. Placed by this hospital in the British Medical Journal for a senior registrar.
So?
Well, if you look at the damn thing, you'll see we've been black-boxed.
George, it isn't true, is it? We've been black-boxed?
We most certainly have.
What does that mean, black-boxed?
A black box is a thick black border they place round adverts when the hospital concerned is reputed to overwork its staff.
The blessed thing looks like an invitation to a funeral.
Why would they have done that?
What on earth? What's that?
Giles?
I'm sorry, I just sort of assumed the door was open.
Did you want something?
Yes, I did. It's completely gone now.
That man is totally exhausted.
He looks like the wreck of the Hesperus. When's someone going to tackle Sheila Sabatini and say he can't carry on like that?
Why don't you two tackle her?
Well, I'm not quite sure just the two of us have quite the authority.
Can't we all go?
Oh, all right. I'll have a word with the others.
Splendid.
Absolutely.
Sheila, I'm sorry. If you're trying to make me feel guilty, then you've managed it. I really do feel bad about this whole thing.
Not half as bad as you're going to, believe me.
Sheila, look.
I was trying to work out which direction you were going in.
No, I'm fine, really.
What is the matter with that bloke? Oh, Sheila, come on.
Yes?
Joyce, how are you?
Digby.
So you do remember me?
Of course I remember you. Only I'm quite surprised you remember me. We only met quite briefly at the hospital ball.
How could I forget the most stunning woman in the whole world?
Is there something I can do for you?
Well, yes. I was hoping to have
I'm really worried about Giles. If...
For God's sake, I'm trying to apologise. Why won't you let me?
Because you don't mean it.
As long as I grovel and beg, you don't normally care.
Sheila! I do mean it. I'm sorry.
All that man wanted for a few nights was a bed, and you elbowed him out into the cold and rain.
Cold and rain? He had a Bentley outside.
Can't sleep in a Bentley.
You can have a dinner and dance for 500 people in a Bentley.
I thought you were supposed to be apologising.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, be still my quivering heart.
Look, I don't hate Digby. I'm sure he's a very nice guy. He's considerate, he's friendly.
And he's in there.
Well, tell the smarmy dingbat to push off. Sheila, I'm warning you, if you go in there, if you don't come out of there right now.
Problems?
Oh, you know.
Yes. Listen, the reason why I dropped...
Sister, would you mind?
No, I wouldn't. Oh. Pleased to meet you.
I just wanted to give you this for all the trouble I've caused. And for being such a good friend when I needed one.
Oh, Digby. Thank you. Thank you very much. Have you spoken to Eileen?
Yes, I have, for about half an hour this morning.
And?
And I didn't get more than 6 words in the whole time. Things are still quite fraught.
Well, tell me about it.
No. I've decided I'm not going to burden you with any more of my problems.
Fine.
I just never understand what the hell the woman's talking about.
I'm listening.
I mean, I'm a reasonable person, don't you think?
By the way, we're all having a meeting after work about Giles.
Oh?
To try and decide how to approach Sheila. Tell her he can't go on working like this.
Right.
What's up with you two?
You wouldn't understand.
You're just a boy.
Right, let's get this sorted out once and for all, shall we?
No. I'm not arguing anymore. I'm fed up with it.
No, I'm more fed up than you.
There you go. I knew it.
What?
Every time I say something, you've got to go one better. I'm not even allowed to be fed up without you being even more fed up. I suppose if someone had came in and said I was dead, you'd say, oh, not half as dead as I am. I've been feeling very dead all morning. Why can't we talk about me, just for once?
Oh, go on, then.
Do you know what Digby is? Digby is a verb. And for the last 7 or 8 days, I have been Digby'd up to the eyebrows. Till I'm now 100% completely and utterly Digby'd. That man has had marital problems ever since anyone can remember. He's a hopeless case. But if you want to go on listening, that's fine. Just don't mention his name to me ever again. Not now, not tomorrow, never. And that's the end of it.
Oh, no, it isn't. The opera is never over until the skinny lady sticks the boot in. I will decide when this conversation is finished.
You can't come in here.
Oh, yes, I can. Everyone's gone home. We've got the whole place to have a really good private punch-up.
So basically the plan is you will speak on Giles' behalf.
All right, all right.
You want to know why I'm more fed up than you? Because despite Digby's problems, you are the one who's been whinging, whittering, groaning, grousing, bleating, whimpering and yammering all week. And I'm the one who's had to listen to it. When it comes to gnashing of teeth, you could beat the hound of the Baskervilles with 2 molars tied behind your back. You are unsympathetic, self-centred. If you saw a sheep dangling over a cliff, you wouldn't go to help. You'd sit at the bottom with a rotary grill making mint sauce. Well, I'm sorry. I'm not sure I want to live with someone like that. So I think it would be better if you move out of my house. Go and stay in an hotel for a few weeks, and if at the end of that time you feel that you can summon up a modicum of interest in anybody else, then you give me a ring.
Sheila, will you marry me?